feel free to do that. So as I said, it's going to be 5 minutes per speech. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with the vice presidential candidates. After we're done with the presidential candidates, we're going to have the presidential candidates speak. Please applaud at the end of the speech. Be generous with your applause. Can we practice that for a second? At the end of each speech, please give a nice applause. Please let's refrain from booing or throwing objects or yelling or screaming or hissing or anything. Questions? We have a microphone. All right, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with the vice presidential candidates. This is the first speaker. Frank! One of the things, Frank Sr., you're the first candidate. When you get to the 4-minute mark, Sarah here is going to hit that silver triangle. You're the thing, and you get 60 seconds left. Okay? If you do not finish your speech on time, there's a trap door underneath your feet that will open up and you will fall through this. Okay? You think that's okay?
Let's start. Hello guys. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow students and candidates. As you know, my name is Frank, and I used to involve in student council in this past 2 years. Over this class period, I have learned many valuable things, such as teamwork, leadership, and most importantly, communication skills, especially between student body and student council. The student council committee has made a lot of progress over the past years. So, in order to further grow and develop as a school, I need your support to be elected as vice president for next year's student council committee. Together, I know we can achieve greater and bigger things. I know every year a candidate steps on the stage and makes promises that they can follow through with. However, I guarantee that I will really make improvements towards school. For example, one of our current concerns is that the Wi-Fi is operating at slow speed and the Wi-Fi isn't consistent. So, I will make sure that the Wi-Fi speed will be faster and more consistent. I also plan to extend Wi-Fi hours, as many students that I know have a lot of homework and the Wi-Fi cuts out too early, and students are forced to go to bed even they still have homework. Another problem that we consistently hear from the student body is that the food served in cafeteria is lacking variety and the tasting of the food is not up to the standard. Also, the utensils are often unclear, and times we plan to get school cafeteria to offer more varieties of good, delicious food. Obviously, there are many more important issues that is attention. However, I believe that most important issue that is addressing is the communication between student body and the student council. Over my time in student council, we have consistently tried to solve this problem. We have tried many problems, we have tried many things, such as we post the surveys paper on Facebook, and then we're sending a box in the front desk if you guys saw it. And also, Tony and I plan to introduce new ways of opening up the communication between the student council and the body. We are going to organize weekly meetings between the administration and student body. Also, student surveys will happen once a month, as we know problems arise regularly, so we need to make sure that the student body is satisfied with student council progress. I would like to end this by giving thanks to a person who has helped me become the person I am today. I would like to give this special thanks to our current president of Student Council, Sarah Chen. Thank you. that she is a very kind and compassionate person, and she's very responsible. A lot of what he has was able to accomplish this year was because of Sarah. And I would like to thank her for her leadership and contribution to this group, and wish her good luck towards the future. The student council is capable of many things, and I'm confident that with your trust and support, we are able to overcome all difficulties. And now I would like to quote from President Obama. Yes, we can.
Next up, we have, who's next on the list? Sorry, I did not have it in front of me. Bella. Next up, we have Bella.
Good afternoon, my fellow classmates. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bella, and I'm running for vice president. I know it's Monday after school, so people want to go back, so I'm gonna make it quick. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I have been on this school for over a year now, and I have heard so many concerns from people. So that's why it's important to have student council, where students and the teacher are connected. So people might ask, why would I be a good choice for a vice president? Here's the reason. First, I work hard. I'm currently a prefect, a pastor, and I was cheerleader. I was participated in call, Lunar New Year, and cocktail fair. So you know how much I work per week? Let's say 6 days minimum, 7 days maximum. Second, I care. I'm running for vice president not because I want to put this on my college application and be like, yes, to an OBT, but it's because I care about students. I care about the school. I care about the teacher. The student council focuses mainly on the student. So here I am. I care for your concerns. I care about your idea, and I care about your thoughts. So without you guys, there's no point of me being up here today. Thirdly, I'm friendly. People probably think, how's that even related? So, well, student council connect the student and the school, as I say. So it would be nice if we have someone who can actually talk to students. So if you vote for me as a vice president, what can I do? First of all, and I'm proud to say this, 2 of our projects has been approved, which are redesigned rapidly and media. So we definitely have something here next year. Second, I know a lot of people who come to the study hall. So wouldn't that be nice if we can actually have like a table with more snack or a cup of coffee or a cup of chocolate? You know, it would be better. Thirdly, cheaper prom tickets. I know it's like not a big deal for some people, but yeah, people would say like, yeah, I can use $90 to spend on something else. So with the media that we have, that's going to reduce the cost of prom ticket. And like, I think it's approximately like 50,000 or something that we can like reduce. So it's going to be better. And this is the last thing, and it's the most important thing for people, Wi-Fi. How many people think the school Wi-Fi is not really working sometimes? Exactly. So I know it's a really big problem for everyone. I don't really know what's going on. I know that Sarah and Dr. Makoni and everyone have like a really concern about that, and they care about it. But just so you know, I take this seriously and I take it into consideration to make a better Wi-Fi for next year. I don't just say it, but I can actually do it. So again, we are here for you. Well, Bella, Vice President, thank you.
name is Isabel Casey, and I'm from Turkey, and I'd like to run for your vice president. I believe that I could bring a positive change into our school community. One of the major issues we've been facing on campus is communication. We have many events planned by Mr. Kleiner and the student council, but very few people actually know about them. By working with the other student council members and faculty around campus, I believe that we can easily fix this issue and have people know what's happening. This year, I went around asking a couple of students what the issues were, and many complained about housing, missing some stuff in the gym, and I worked with other members to try and provide for students, such as getting a mirror into the gym, more microwaves, and we have gotten a water fountain on the first floor, and we're working for more on the third floor. I believe that some stuff I can bring into the school next year is work with the education board to try and communicate what we're actually doing around campus better, and work with events the events that are planned to try and get more people to show up and be involved. I'd like to end by a quote by Michelle and Melania Trump. The only limit to the height of your achievement is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work for them. And I believe we can all work for things we want and have our voices heard and bring improvements and changes around campus. Vote for me.
All right, I believe that is all the vice presidents. We got one more. Who's last?
I just want to let you know a little bit more about myself so you know who you're going to vote, who you're voting for when you vote for me. I have my own clothing brand with two of my friends called Gianni Zeng, which will be launched very soon. I speak Italian, Chinese, and English. I lived there for most of my life. And most importantly, I'm someone who likes to take responsibility for the things that need to be done. Having introduced myself, I'd like to talk to you about things I believe are currently not working correctly at this point in time. Poor laundry service machines, the fact that we cannot order food to campus after 7:30 during the school week. The soccer field is in terrible condition because it is not maintained to any degree. There are variety of missing clubs that I would like to add, not enough variety in the cafeteria food from different countries. The Wi-Fi is turned off too early. It is very bad for people who still have homework to complete. Not enough school trips on the weekends to the city or to other places. And those are just some of the problems that are facing the EF community today. My goal is to try to work hard to make sure that most, if not all, of these problems are taken care of. I believe in order for every student to succeed, they must feel as comfortable as possible in the surrounding environment. And at the moment, there are too many things that need to be improved for people to feel 100% comfortable. The following services are what I will try to improve or even completely create from scratch. New or maintained soccer field with a track surrounding for the sake of those interested in athletics. These will be done in the parking lot behind our the East Wing door. A League of Legends club, since there are a lot of League of Legends fans. Monthly League of Legends tournaments. Extended Wi-Fi until 3 a.m. for homework purposes. Extended curfew on the weekends until 12 a.m. Extended curfew during the week for people with good grades and good attendance. Monthly, big variety of food in cafeteria, for example, 30% more Asian food, and food delivery allowed until 10 p.m. These are just some of the many things I plan on bringing to this great school, so as to improve the entire EF experience, not only for right now, but for the future EF students that will be taking the reins long after everyone needs their dreams long gone. Thank you very much for your time. Vote for me.
administration. This week, we discussed many proposals and plans. My team has received lots of support, enthusiasm, and of course, criticism too. I have a special thank you to those who discussed our proposals with us, and thank you to those who picked holes in my proposals, because you gave us the opportunity to reevaluate our plans with your new perspective and patch the holes in our proposals to make it better. And it also made for some interesting conversations. Any one of my friends knows I'm always down for a good debate. Throughout the campaign, I had one rule for myself: fight with plans, not promises. Promises sound great, but they hold you back from offering a flexible solution to any of the changes that need to be addressed. Proposals require steps, thought, and community participation. I've also been hearing from my critics that my proposals are too ambitious and are not practical. Both our Learning Center and Green EF proposals being carried out as we speak, my team has proved time and time again that there are no projects too big or too small when we got the backing of the student body. My team strives for community engagement every step of the proposal-making process, from building a team to finding the problem, brainstorming and debating solutions, and finally presenting it to the administration. If that isn't building a bridge, I don't know what is. Having a plan is the first and most important step to getting things done. So let me run through with you some highlights of my team's game plan for next year. I will completely reorganize student council and make it more approachable by getting rid of the exclusivity that prevents people from participating. Meetings will be open to the public and will take place right here in the theater with the doors wide open. There will be no more voted-in representatives, and anyone can come to the meeting when they have a problem or proposal they like to discuss, or to simply spectate and vote on motions. We want as many people in student council as possible, and furthermore, we will have administrators come to our meetings more often so that you can talk to them directly, town hall style, rather than having a middleman. This reorganization will result in complaints being resolved much faster. Furthermore, we have an unprecedented plan for expanding leadership opportunities within student council. We call it grassroots committees. Rather than only having 5 committees like this year, you could come to us with your proposal for a new committee, team, or sub-council, and we will support your initiatives both financially and logistically with things like a classroom due to hold meetings, authorization to create a fundraiser, or we could even provide you funding. With a grassroots committee, there's so many things you could do. Say you're an active volunteer that wants more participation in a food or blood drive. Or perhaps you're a journalist that wants to start a school newspaper. Or maybe you're a self-proclaimed party planning aficionado that wants to create a committee planning prom. Our student council will be here for you to support all your initiatives. It is our goal to make sure that everyone's voice is heard. Everyone should have the opportunity to lead. My team's new student council facilitates change on campus next year and creates a platform for you to take the lead of a project you want to take on. This year, I wanted to test this, so I created 2 of my own grassroots committees, my Learning Center Committee and Green EF. With Green EF, my team focused on researching the problems we face on campus in regards to waste and efficiency. Using energy bills and several surveys, we got a good idea of the landscape we're looking at. Now, we're in the beginning phases of implementing a recycle program on our campus starting in September. This is the first stage to Green EF. Anyone can create a grassroots committee in my student council. We're also fighting for infrastructure improvements, from the basic like LED lighting to more advanced investments like motion sensors and smart Wi-Fi thermostats in the dorms. These small changes can save the school hundreds of thousands of dollars each year and pay for even bigger projects like my library. Now we've discussed how we're going to revamp student council to provide opportunity for change makers. Now let's talk about how as leaders can connect with the student body. I'd like to use the Learning Center as an example. First, we found our problem. Many students we talked to told us that the Learning Center is a joke in its currency. Next, we needed to get an idea of what the student body really felt. And over 700 participants I just what we needed.
Let's take all the crumbs.
We are going to listen to your voice 24/7, be your voice 24/7, and choose absolute priority at all times. However, I'm not here to give you any pointless promises such as present you 15 projects at the same time. I want to present you guys with an achievable future. Those of you who know me know that I'm not a person who makes promises easily. But as long as I do make a promise, I'm going to keep it. As for president, I promise to improve the transparency and approachability of the student council. I always believe that the student council is supposed to represent the voice of the general student body, which is you guys. In order to do that, we have to first listen to your voice. I'm going to publish weekly updates of the progress of Student Council on Facebook, the group EFIA students. I'm going to require each and every one of the committee heads to set their office hours so that you can go talk about your suggestions and concerns with the right person face to face. Moreover, the monthly town hall meeting will continue to happen, and the monthly student survey is also on the way. Frank and I believe that it is important for us to build up a close cooperation if we want to make our community better. And improving communication is just the very first step that is necessary. With all that being done, we hope to, in the future, listen more, hear more of your voice, and know more of what you want. Because this is your school, and you are the reason why I'm standing here today. With better communication, we'll get a whole lot more things done across campus. We'll continue to work on improvements on housing, dining, taxes, weekend and overnight trips, and more importantly, the Wi-Fi. We've been working on that in the student council throughout the past year, and we just recently found a solution. We'll prioritize those plans by saving money from unnecessary projects. Most of these are very easy to achieve because they can be done within the student council. You are going to see actual changes within a month or two. Hey guys, remember back at the beginning of my speech, I told you guys that I'm going to be here for you 24/7, and I said that for a reason. Because I do believe that it's necessary for the president to be here 24/7 in order to get first-hand experience about housing, about dining, about weekends, and every other aspect about student lives on campus. Fortunately, I do live here, and I'm going to be here for 24/7. No matter if it's rain, or snow, or spring grass, no matter what happens, I'm going to stand with you at all times. My dear friends, it's now up to you to make decisions. And it's now up to us to come together and choose a future. Bridge the gap with us and vote for the person that will be here for you 24/7. Thank you very much.
All right, last but not least, our final presidential candidate, Cherry.
EF Academy is an international school. We have students coming from all different parts of the world, and destiny has united us here. We live together, we work hard, and play hard here. EF is our home, and it is our responsibility to better it and make it our pride. Dear faculty and fellow students, I'm Cherry Huang from Taiwan, and I'm running to be your next president. I'm a junior, and this is my third year at EF. Although I really love this school, it is still undeniable that there are still many issues waiting to be solved. For example, I bet there's one thing that we all want to improve. It's a word that has 4 letters and starts with the F. Why is it? Don't think of the bad word, please. Right. So it's food. Well, as the head
and solve problems together. Alright, now another thing that we also want to improve is a word that has also 4 letters and starts with the W. Was it? Yes, it's Wi-Fi. I know that a lot of people are complaining about the bad and slow Wi-Fi we have here at EF, and that's quite an advanced technological issue in which I'm not an expert, unfortunately. But my lack of knowledge about technology doesn't mean that I cannot solve this problem. In fact, I talked to Mr. Hirschmingo about it, who is in charge of the Wi-Fi thing, and he told me that the school is currently working on it, so let's just anticipate the outcome. And if I become the president, I will keep up with the IT team's progress regularly and return you a satisfying Wi-Fi. Well, I bet that food and Wi-Fi are the 2 hottest topics whenever it comes to the discussion about school's improvement. And if I become president, one of my main goals is to eliminate all your concerns about these 2 disturbing issues. My goal is to hear more praise than complaints. In addition to those changes, I would also like to improve the communication between the administration, staff, and students. Throughout my year of experience, this year has been the peak of this issue between these parties, and I have become extremely motivated to unite our school community. I really want the entire student body to be more engaged with school matters and to feel being part of this community. So if I become the president, I will create a report every week and post it onto the student Facebook page to inform you the things that we've done in the past week, and also it allows you to supervise our progress. No school is perfect from the beginning. There has to be someone who takes the initiative to make improvements and changes little by little, and I volunteer to be that person. Please give me a chance. My goal is to hear more praise than complaints. I'm Cherry Huang. Please vote for me. Thank you.
All right, that wraps it up. Just keep in mind, this Thursday we are going to have voting after school in the main lobby, 4 o'clock. On the voting, you're going to have 1 vote for a presidential candidate, and you are going to have 2 votes for vice president. So just please keep that in mind. Any questions? Okay. Ben, yes.
Question.
Yes.
Why do we have a system like that the failed president cannot run for the vice president?
Oh, are you at, okay, so,
Yeah.
so you're asking,
I'm asking that all the presidents are capable of being both.
guys, you weren't supposed to ask questions. I was just giving a formality, but okay. So
I wish we could change the system so that the capable candidate for the president can also run for the vice president.
Answer president, also, so you can run for both?
Yeah.
It's an all or nothing thing. It's an all or nothing. You have to commit. I'm going to run for president, I'm going to run for vice president. It's just the way we do it.
Yeah, but in my view, if they're more capable.
I'm sure there's lots of ways to do it. Yes, John. No, it's not quite like that. Yes, one more. Okay, yes.
Can we expand speech time for the candidates that haven't finished their speech? Can we expand speech time for the candidate that haven't finished their speech?
No.
Because...